AVANI is the worst character ever. Since Ravi, since Reese, since Rocky, since Bobby. The worst character ever. Alright, so in the last couple episodes, Eastenders have introduced Ravi's teen daughter, AVANI. She's apparently like 14, played by a 23-year-old.
Just can't wait for all the guys in the comments. You know, I'd hit that. You know, I'd fucking hit that. And he's like a fat, out of shape man. It's like, she'd get it. She'd get it. And you're like, she's supposed to be 14. Well, age is just a number, said my favourite singer. Who's now a paedophile.
It's the time-old fucking thing where any time a new character's introduced, I fucking hate this character, they're fucking shit. It's like it happened to Daisy Midgley, and guess who's the most popular Coronation Street character 2 years on? Oh, it's her. Who fucking said she was gonna be good? Me, because I went, give it some fucking time, lads. You want to know the easiest way to like someone is to make them a dick and then make them not a dick. And then they're likable because they're not being a dick. It's how you introduce these characters. Alright, everybody said Elaine was a dick. Elaine's great now. Everybody loves Elaine. They don't. You know, Gina, still a bit of a dick now, but still more likable than she was
Freddie.
3 months ago. Freddie. Everybody wanted Freddie to groom Lily Slater and have that be his baby at the fucking start. Like, just
Theo.
Give it some. Oh, that one's different.
Bradley.
Just give it some fucking time. Is the pure
Cindy.
thing. But simply saying it's a young teen, you know, like Zoomer. They're gonna say all this cringy stuff about Gen Z. Bloody hell. You know,
fucking walk.
Are just having a meltdown. So yes, what has been the reception to Priya and AVANI? If you can't tell, it's not been very good. Someone simply says, they always start out this way, then they turn out to not be that bad. Well, hopefully she changes. Yep, there we are. Someone's been a fucking soap fan for more than 5 minutes. Fucking proud of you, mate. Proud of you.
Can I just say...
That's my alt account, actually.
Can I just say, why do people shit on characters? Like, I understand I do with wrestlers, obviously. Johnny Gargano's a fucking great example. You know, you watch a match of his, fucking, oh, it's over, no! But, like, you're allowed to hate characters. But if you don't give characters time to show, like, okay, right. If the character's been there for 10 episodes, then you have a valid opinion on them. But if the character's just been there for 2 episodes, you don't have a valid opinion. You just know what they look like. You don't know the character. And you're like, she's horrible. You haven't given her time. Give her at least 10 episodes to decide the character.
Most of these fucking characters are brought in. They're not brought in on the best of fucking situation. Oh, you suddenly have a new dad and you have this new family you've never seen before. And you're also, like, you're basically your mum's best mate, not her daughter. Like, you know, like, it's a bit of fucking... She's not going to be the most likable character. None of the teen characters were likable initially. Now we like Nugget. Now we like Denzel. Now we like Amy. Now we even like Lily. Like, you know, everybody's like, I fucking hate Nugget. He's the worst character ever. When he was just like, nah, man, yeah, Den's in it. You know, all that nonsense, you know? Now he's likable because he's been given depth. But you can't immediately give someone depth because ultimately, I don't like you. I don't want to see what you're like. Fuck off, you know. Like, it's how it goes, you fucking idiots. Someone says we'll get a bit of every day bringing a new AVANI is terrible thread until there's a character to collectively hate and the sub will move on to them. Exactly. It always happens and it changes all the time. Someone says, to be honest, she comes across like your average South London teenager. I don't think she's terrible. I think they purposely made her a bit chavvy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You seen the mum and daughter? Very chavvy-like characters.
Are they travellers?
Chavvy.
Oh, I thought you said travellers.
No.
Fucking remember tracing a traveller with a broomstick before.
Alright. That's not a story for the podcast. Having a 23-year-old play a 14-year-old can be quite dangerous with a time frame. I wonder if child protection agencies were informed of this. Sorry?
Amy Mitchell is 18, lads. See, no, here's my problem, if I can just interrupt here for a second. Now, people are going, we're talking about bullies. Nonce. The problem is, right, I understand where people are coming from, but the problem is they're portraying a 23-year-old as a 14 or 13-year-old. A 23-year-old is not going to look like a 13 or 14-year-old. I understand if you get a 13 or 14-year-old to act, they're not going to act very great because, well, they're a 13, 14-year-old. All they know is to say the N-word in Call of Duty. Like, they don't know common sense. We were that guy when we were 13, 14. I understand getting a 23-year-old would be much more sense. But I'd assume all the child actors, except for Lily Slater, fuck you, of course, are of age, except for Lily, of course, because Lily was born, the actress who plays Lily was born in 2009. She might get replaced, probably not. But I can understand, because if she's 18, she'll be, when she's 18, she'd be 28. If she stays on that show for that long, probably not. I understand. Obviously, a 23-year-old is not going to look like a 13-year-old. We all know that, unless you get some weird bodysuit. And I understand people go, the standards they're making out. I understand, but who's really watching? Who's fucking watching EastEnders to describe a 13-year-old body? Like,
Yeah,
just watching it for the wrong reason.
It's a non-issue, right? Like, it's not like, yeah, sure. Like, she looks young. She looks 13, I guess. Not really, but, she looks like a teen. That's what she's supposed to be. That's the storyline she's going to get. She's not going to get some fucking big emotional... She might get some big emotional storyline, but, it's just because she's slightly older, she'll probably be getting the same shit that Amy's getting. Probably be getting the same stuff that Lila's Turner's getting, Like, I don't know, like, a lot of the characters who are, like, the guy who plays Denzel's, like, 13, 14, he's 18, like, it's how it works in soap. You play younger characters, but that get slightly older. And then once you reach the point beyond being a teen, well, you just kind of age up to whatever fucking age you're supposed to be. Like, it doesn't matter at that point. But yeah, let's just go through more. Someone saying she was meant to be 14. I thought she said 18. Someone said if her character was 18, her mum would have been 16 when she gave birth to her, and Ravi's 36, so he would have been 18. Doesn't fit in with the story either, because Ravi would have noticed her daughter knocking around a few years before his son was born. Surely is Nugget's 15, so he has to be younger than that. 13 to 14 is how old she has to be. Someone's like, yes. Essentially, someone's saying maybe she probably lied to Martin, because there's a Martin, like, talk. She's probably flirting with him, and then he's like, how old are you? It's just like, what the hell? Cut that out.
Are you 18? Are you 18? Yes. No? Okay, see you when you're 18.
Yeah, someone says older actors are often cast to portray younger. Not sure what you're talking about filming with child protection agencies. Look, alright, they're not gonna make her start tonguing Ricky, They're not going to start making this 23-year-old start kissing children. Like,
what do you expect? Do you expect they're going to do the Stephen King 8 where they're all going to have a fucking orgy in a sewer, like?
Like, it's just not going to happen, is it? If there's, like, even Ricky and Lily, they haven't been kissing on screen. They had a child together. If it's weird, they're not going to fucking show it. We don't even see Denzel and Amy kiss, I don't think. Like, they just don't show that sort of thing at this point. Someone says this happens every time a new character comes in the square. I remember all the Anna and Gina are so terrible threads from the first week. Give the characters time to develop. LOL. Sorry, I always love putting the lol on the end. It's so needless. It's getting tad repetitive though. They arrive, act rude to everyone, then reveal a soft side. It's already been done a few months ago. Are you a new soap watcher, motherfucker? It's what they always do. It's what they've always done. That's the whole point. It's the easiest way. It's the easiest way to make a character likable. It's, yeah, sure, it may be done a lot, but what do you want? What do you want? It's the easiest way to make a character good. You bring him in as a dick, they're less of a dick, you're like, nice, you're not a dick anymore. I like you a bit more. Sound. Done. Over. Oh, very repetitive considering the night girls arrive with the same carefree attitude, basically same all over again, arrive and be rude to the regulars. Can we have one young female introduction that doesn't revolve around them being a bitch to the regulars on arrival? Also, I get teenagers having attitude. Being one myself only a few years ago, it's definitely there. But even then, I wasn't going around being insanely rude to anyone I spoke to. Her entire life's been uprooted to now live in the square. Like, she now has a dad she never knew. She's in a new surrounding. She's in London. What the fuck do you want from her? She's not going to start, like, kissing babies. It's not all the same. It's different. She's a different character. She's not just being a massive bitch to everyone for no reason. It's a different character. No character has the fucking monopoly on a bitchy attitude, for fuck's sake. I actually thought it'd be impossible to hate a character more than I hate Ravi. Turns out I was wrong. Very wrong. How can you hate her? You've seen her for 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes of a character being on screen. The fucking worst character ever. Worst fucking character ever. I hope they don't go down the eternally boring teen pregnancy route and show her being clever and quietly talented, or something. The roadman attitude is just a front. Yeah, there's always a chance. You want to see London? I've seen about 17 different people who look and act like AVANI. You know? Like, that's the whole fucking point. Like, it's supposed to be a reflection of fucking London. You're telling me there's not a bunch of fuckers in puffer jackets fucking trying to be a roadman? Of course there are. They exist. Someone says she's kind of peng, though. Come on now. She's supposed to be portraying a child. I get it. You're allowed to like characters, but if you're attracted to the fucking, you're attracted to the character, you're attracted to a 13-year-old. Still wrong. Don't fucking do that, you fucking clown.
I'm just gonna wear these for the rest of the video, so I look like a roadman.
Someone's taken a clip saying, "I should have been clocking, not TikToking." Apparently a line from AVANI. I have never wanted to gouge my eyes out with a fork more in my life after seeing this character. It has to be the most forced Gen Z representation in all of EastEnders history. Not like Tiffany or anything, like she was a big Gen Z. Oh, it's so cringy. So cringy this is. I've got daddy issues and you're giving off Pedro Pascal vibes. Was that actually said? Good lord, that's incredible. How is somebody delivering that line with a straight face? Good lord. Oh, I'm excited already. It's gonna be fucking gold. What the actual fuck? What are your opinions on AVANI? Most of the script sounded like a writer who thinks he knows how teenagers speak. I wouldn't judge her yet as an actress. They'll learn and tone it down. See? See? We're learning, people. We're learning. People actually realise what they're trying to do here. Hold on. I'll pull up another comment in a second. Just adjusting the camera. Hold on. Alright, we're good. AVANI, I have no idea. Since the first scenes are usually cringy as hell, it's terrible, but Denzel was also cringy, also pretty terrible as a person during the several first months. Now he's a favourite. In 2 to 3 months, AVANI will be fine, though her actress is a lot older than what her character is supposed to be. Clearly, there's some dark storyline coming up. Priya, on the other hand, is one of those rare situations where someone just works pretty quickly and clearly has an insane amount of potential, but it makes sense knowing that Sophie Khan-Levy, the actress, was worked for the fucking Royal Shakespeare Company. Fair, kudos. That's a pretty hard feat to go. So her working perfectly against Ravi makes sense. Some people getting angry that they that she's 23 and playing a 14-year-old. Someone says initial thoughts on her, which is all we can see since she's only had a couple of scenes. So I like her. Let's see how it plays out. There must be some dark stories since they've cast an adult player. Exactly. They only ever cast like slightly more adult characters if they're doing more adult storylines. It's how it works. It's how it's always worked with soap. You don't give a fucking actor who's like the script. Mum, what's for tea? That good. Fish fingers? Nah, I don't like fish fingers. They're my least favourite. You know, you can't have that
Keanu.
actor fucking... You can't have that actor portraying a... Like, they did it with the Max Turner actor. The Max Turner actor in Coronation Street was absolute fucking dog. He was awful. Then they recast him. People don't like the recast. But then he did a fucking... He was radicalised by the alt-right. You know? If the original actors did that, they would just be like, sorry, what are you doing here, lads? Is this a comedy? Is this something stupid? Obviously, there's going to be a big important storyline for her. Like, fuck's sake. I just think AVANI and Priya are both great additions. Hope the writers stop giving AVANI these cringy lines, though. Despite that, I really think she really mixes well, and her scene with Ravi in today's episode made me like her. I'm intrigued to see what will happen to her.
Guys, do you not understand? She's a 13-year-old. She's supposed to be cringy. No, a 13-year-old is going, the philosophical science of space is very intriguing. I mean, you look at space, you look at space and you see all these aliens.
Fitness test is actually a very important test and a purveyor of modern day fitness and technology. So there's a clip of me as 13 saying dit midget bars. What's that about? That's what scuffed shit is that about? You're 13. You're a prick. I was a prick at 13.
I'm not saying, like, what's she supposed to do? The Germans in World War II were actually, if you look at the heroes compared to the bad guys, which were the good guys, you look at World War II and you go, that's a very tragic event. Like, no, she's supposed to be 13, like, Slay Queen, you give me daddy vibes. I've daddy issues. Well, hey, you can touch my Pedro all day long.
We're heading into a point where teens are like wisecracking a lot more in general. They're exposed to a lot more adult type videos. We're seeing a lot more dodgier shit as we grow up. Of course, they're gonna say dumb stuff. Daddy issues is a joke more than it is an actual thing at this point. I joked about having daddy issues at 13. My dad died at 12. You're allowed to make these shit comments. You're a teenager. Issues. You're trying to figure out humor. You're trying to figure out who you are. You're gonna have some teething issues,
it's fucking my problem is right. She's portraying a 13-year-old. 13-year-old is supposed to be cringy, but my problem in this is just in general with parents is like parents will go, why is my 13-year-old cursing about this Mr. Beast guy? Why? Okay, have you controlled their history? It's his fault. No, it's not. It's your fault because you're a stupid mom who sits down and has wine and lets your kid watch Mr. Beast videos. And you couldn't give two shits what he watches unless it's something that involves an issue you don't like, whether that's race, religion, trans, gay. I hate them parents who blame everything but themselves. Because then you're not a parent. You're just an asshole who doesn't believe in the naive things.
You're just a despondent fucking...
Why is my child talking about the gays? Did you check their search history? No, my child can't be gay. They love women. I've been ingraining that since they were a child.
But yes, let's slightly carry on. It's so cringe. It's not what people sound like in Britain. Anyways, it sounds like older writers went to American TikTok and watched a couple of newly released cheesy teen dramas on Netflix and just rolled with it. I've always said this, EastEnders is filmed in Bournemouth, Hertfordshire, a different type of teenagers to those in East London. When trying to characterise new teens, it feels like a 50-year-old EastEnders cast and crew member went off to Westfield, Stratford for a day, sat in the food court downstairs and overheard a conversation with school teens. Decided the most outrageously ridiculous sounding teen in the group would be their basis to how East London teens are characterised. I laughed so hard out of cringe because this line and line after, oh god. Seems to me the actors doing well with awful scripts. I mean, they've written her kind of hitting on her dad. Creepy and bizarre, but I think she's capable in terms of acting, far better than a brother. They want Ravi to stay. Nugget will die to balance Ranveer, I fear. And one final thread, because everybody's fucking yelling about it. Still 3 threads. 1 was deleted. 2 have been left up. I have hopes for Priya. She seems pretty interesting. AVANI, however, is going to be like leukemia on legs. Fucking hell, bud. How extreme do you want to get?
Look, I've raised my glasses down. That's how concerned I am. I've raised them back up.
AVANI, I wrote off characters too quickly, so many times she'll probably be fine by Christmas. C. Learning. Can't stand AVANI, basically chav. Priya, funny. AVANI, cringe. God, the snobbery in this thread. Chav is a derogatory term word used to demonize working class. Come on now.
Is this the person who also went, Karen is an offensive term. Karen is an offensive term.
Like, I don't know about you, but I grew up, you call fuckers chavs. You call them chavs. They're the trashy fuckers. That's exactly who they are. Not really used to demonize the working class. They used to fucking shit on the dickheads who, just wear tracksuits all the time, fucking hats, They hang around in groups and they all fucking talk the same. It's not. There are much worse words to use than chav.
Call them you can call them that. That'd be worse. But how the fuck is calling someone a chav a derogatory term? Explain that to me now. Explain that to me philosophically.
Which Tory fucker uses the word chav and doesn't say chav? It just doesn't work. It's a working class term that's used by working class people.
Rishi Sunak's just a chav is a chav and that is it.
And someone says, you could call AVANI abrasive, vulgar, cringe, obnoxious, immature. You have to really call her a chav. Still don't really know what their angle is. Chav's it's not that bad a word. It's not been used for a couple years, but it's not that fucking bad. Priya, I think, is brilliant and has really hit the ground running. AVANI, I think they're trying to be a bit too hard with the mentions of TikTok, flirting with older men, or the slang. It's like they might as well have a sign saying she's an edgy teen from London. I think she'll calm down with time. They have a habit of doing this with new characters. It's like when Bethany Platt was introduced in Coronation Street. She just gets a fucking older man to buy her a drink because she looks older than 16 when she's 16. But then nobody's like, oh, what the fuck is this? This is weird. It's like, make people a chances. They try on shit with older people. It's fine. Some people don't want to be with people their age. Some people want to try punch up. Still weird knowing how young they actually are. But alternatively, some people do that. Priya's going to be great and going to give the Panastars a run for their money. I like AVANI, just hope the writers stop giving her cringe dialogue. I think she has potential, but unsure what they're going to do with her. AVANI is a 2020s teenager, but comes across like she's a teenage chav from the 2000s. I didn't like chavs back then and certainly don't like them 20 years later.
Oh, how is she a chav from the 2000s? How? Explain it to me. Chavs
didn't fucking exist in 2000.
How is she a chav? She's not going. Did you guys see the tennis match that happened between insert 2005 tennis player versus insert 2005 tennis player? Did you guys see EastEnders that happened with Ricky Butcher? No. What are you watching, you idiots? You fucking idiots. You're winding me off. This is why I get mad. Because Ash makes me sit here, listen to these idiotic opinions, and I just have to look away, look at my phone, because either that or I'll get enraged. Because people think they know what they don't know. You guys are idiots. You're fucking morons. I don't care if I upset you. You fucking morons. She's supposed to be cringy. You're supposed to hate her. You're supposed to dislike her. That is the entire point. They don't have her coming in going, guys, if you look at the concept of space, it's actually very large, There's a lot of aliens, and it's just, no, she's supposed to be like, my dad left me. Lol. Ha 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 ha. No, okay. Like, why? Why am I listening to these idiots, Ash? Why? Why are you reading these
Well,
idiots to me?
because it's the soap fandom, and ultimately mate, they'd be slagging off Peggy Mitchell like in her death storyline after she's about to give the best performance of her life, and they'll be like, oh, "Fucking hate Peggy, she's just unreasonable." It's like they've done a cat storyline like 2 days ago, man, and it's like you don't appreciate things when you have it. These could be the starts of two really big characters on the show. We're not in Act 1 yet. This is the fucking beginning. Are you guys people who decide, I'm going to start running, and then you go on one run and you're like, running's the worst thing I've ever done in my life? No! You gotta fucking do more. You gotta give it some time to fucking work, you idiots. I try to not be that, like, reductive about the fucking soap fan. At least our fans aren't this moronic. At least our fans aren't, like, fucking having a meltdown. Priya, I like, has the potential. The daughter, the actress, is too old and crap to be seen as anything other than a deterrent in the scene she's in. Hopefully she's not in the show for long or recasted. She's been in 2 episodes.
3 at the time of recording.
Yeah, like, I'm sure Avani will be fine over time, but if you think back, a lot of teenage cast started out insufferable, but it got better. Recently, it's been Denzel and Nugget, but if you think back to Keegan and Shaki, were just as awful as when we met them. Yeah, they were shit kids. They were shit teen kids. That was the whole point. Now everybody wants Keegan back because he grew up, he matured, because that was what the fucking character was supposed to do. You know? Oh, he became an adult. He's no longer a shit kid. He's no longer a dumbass teen. What a surprise. They did the story with Keegan. They allowed him to grow up on the show. Just like Denzel's grown up on his time on the show. He was a little streaming shitter when he joined the show. He was Howie's little lazy streamer kid who was streaming all the time. Now he's in a long-standing relationship with someone, you know. Now he's actually having emotional scenes with Kim. Well, maybe not with Howie, because Howie's not that good an actor, let's be honest. But, you know, he's actually having these big emotional scenes. He's missing his friend. Oh. And then one person finally says, absolutely love Priya. I'm going to love how she's going to stand up to Nish. There we are. So, ultimately, Avani is not the worst character ever. She's not the worst character in any stretch of the, like, means. It's just another instance of the soap fandom immediately going, ah, bleh, bleh. It's like me, like, stepping on a bug and then throwing up because I feel like I've hurt something. It's like, what? That's not even related, man.
That's my reaction. It's just that.
It's just, I've been preaching it the whole time. The whole time on this channel, I've been saying, give it time. You'll like the character. What a surprise. People think Elaine's funny now. People like Elaine now. Elaine's a good character. What Cal surprise. Whoa, Cindy's the fucking worst. Yeah, that's a part of the fucking character, lads. That's the whole point of Cindy. She's a bitch. She's one of the soap's, like, premier top bitches ever. Like, the characters will find their place. But they can't immediately be inserted into a dynamic that they've never been in before. And you expect them to not be cringe or, like, stupid. She's a 13-year-old kid who's in London and is a bit of a chav or a roadman or whatever the fuck you want to call it. She's been exposed to this brand new family that I don't, like, did she know? No, she just heard shit in passing. Everybody's cringy at 13. That's why you look back at it now and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because you think you're the shit. You think you're the absolute shit when you're younger. You're like, yeah, I'm fucking funny, me. I know humour. Terrible jokes. Terrible, garbage, random, monkey cheese humour. So, is Avani the worst character ever? No. Will she probably become quite good? Yes. Do we need to give her more time? Yes. Like, at least I'm just happy that at least our fans aren't idiots like this. And at least you guys believe that ultimately you should give stuff more time. Because, what a surprise, lads. This shit's actually kind of, I don't know, it's just wild to me. It's ridiculous how little time people give. It's like we watch a soap at least 250 times a year. We watch an episode. We watch at least 200 episodes. Like, the characters are obviously gonna get better. Why the fuck are you just tarring it with the immediate brush of going, this is the worst thing I've ever seen? Like, stop being an idiot. Please. It's just sad at this point. Because fucking history keeps repeating itself. And we're here once again telling people to give these characters time. Give it time. It's a show. We haven't heard much of their story yet. We'll get to know them a bit more on. Give it a fucking break. Fuck's sake. Oh. Well, I have been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Yeah, sorry if I seemed out of it, guys, or I was just annoyed. I was very annoyed. That's why I put the glasses on. I tried to calm myself down, because I fucking, if people don't know me, I don't get worked over things, but when Ash reads me idiot comments, it fucking winds me up. That's why if you see me looking away or distracted, I'm trying to distract myself so I don't immediately call them the C word that will get us banned off YouTube, and I don't immediately call them something I shouldn't, like the F slur. That's why I try my best to distract myself. So if you guys notice that and are wondering why is he looking over here, why is he looking there, why is he over there, just know I'm trying to distract myself. I'm still listening. I don't think I'm not going, hello, Dad, how are you, Dad? Hello, you there, Dad? You there? No? Alright, I'm not doing that. But again, I've been joined by Ash. I've been joined by myself. I've endured all of this pain and suffering and... yeah. So again, if you like our stuff, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter/X, Instagram and Twitch at Watching Walford, and just don't be an idiot, please.
Give characters the time they need to actually become characters. You're judging them when they're a fucking fetus. Like you if a kid spills juice on the carpet when they're 3, you don't judge them for it when they're 7.
You do.
Like, time's fucking passed on, alright? You're not holding it against them, Kids have the teething issues. They are cringy. They're ridiculous. Who doesn't find it funny when you're walking past a group of kids and they're like, yeah, I think you're a fucking prick, you are. It's like, come on, big man. Grow up. Come on.
Oh, my Pokemon cards. How could you?
It's course it is. Of course it's cringy because we've been there. We've all done this sort of shit. So just give it the time it needs and we will fucking learn. And the writers will learn, alright? Sometimes they do just write a dud. We haven't actually watched the AVANI stuff yet, so we don't fucking know. Maybe we are going to be like you, but ultimately, I implore you to give it the necessary time it deserves. Nobody likes any character at the beginning. Why? Because you don't fucking know them yet. First impressions might be everything to some people, but a lot of these characters aren't, because they don't give a fuck about you. And they don't care who they're going to upset or what they say, because ultimately that's not their fucking nature. It's so mind-boggling to me that we keep reaching this point, and I'm so fucking fed up. At some point, can we just pull out the bingo card and just be like, characters being introduced and hated immediately. They're the worst character ever. Just grow up. Come on. We're better than this. Please.